the zone. Returning to base. Confirmed. The target is safe.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Drew24, aka Stoney Gamer here, and today is August 30th, 2015. And what that means is that tonight or tomorrow, for some of us, we'll be playing Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. The long-awaited savior of fucking video games is coming tonight. So I thought, what better way to kick that shit off for you guys to give my personal review, long time coming, of Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, the prologue to Phantom Pain. So let's do it. Let's get right into it. So the game picks up sometime after the end of Metal Gear Solid 3 and Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, and you play as Big Boss after he's already started his new private militia and defected from the US after events in Metal Gear Solid 3. And you find out one of the members of your militia, a young boy named Chico, has been kidnapped and captured and now is in a POW camp. And your mission is to go in there, figure out who the fuck kidnapped him, and get this kid the hell out of there. Get as many answers as you can while getting him out of there. And it's pretty awesome. The game is kind of just an explosion. It's very quick. It's not a long game by any means. It's very short. It's a very quick episodic kind of thing. But it gets you in the mood and kind of just does its job, which is to whet your appetite for Metal Gear Solid 5. And if you're like me and waited this whole time to play it, I'm sure you're like, this is great, I get to get on tonight and play this shit. But for those that picked this game up at launch when it first came out, I could see how you could have a bit of a bad taste in your mouth and be a little bit bitter after beating the game and seeing how long it is and realizing the wait that you would have to go through before you would be able to finish the story in Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain. So that is an understandable gripe that people have with the game. I can't deny that fact. But me waiting, I didn't really have that problem, so I can't really hold it against the game. But I do have to acknowledge that that was an issue when the game first came out. So like I said, story short, does leave off on a cliffhanger ending, not a bunch there, but where the story is kind of lacking, it makes up for it in the gameplay. The gameplay is fun as shit. It is next gen shit. It's smooth as silk. The third person stealth action that the series is known for has actually never felt better. From the CQC to the gunplay to just moving around the environment and using cover and different shit to hide and be all Solid Snake, that shit, or Venom Snake, that shit feels great. And he hasn't missed a beat, Kojima, on that note. It feels better than ever, and I can't wait to see what more you can do in that open world sandbox that is the Phantom Pain, because this is just small. They only give you a couple tools, and I was having a good time with that shit. So for the amount of things you're going to be able to do in the Phantom Pain, I can't imagine. But tonight we're going to find out. But in this game, you're going to have fun. Like I said, all of this is just to whet your appetite. So it's hard for me to just be like, oh, well, this shit wasn't well thought out enough or deep enough. Because I know for a fact that this is just a sampling of what's to come. Now, like I said, if you pay full price for that sampling, it can't be an issue. But the way I received it, I actually got it through a PlayStation Plus perk. It feels good. And like I said, going through the game, the progression feels good. Just moving around in this world that is Metal Gear definitely feels next gen now, and that's the most enjoyable part of the game to me. So I know I said the game is short, but the way that it's structured, it's made so that you can go back and replay the Ground Zeroes mission over again, get better scores, new patches to unlock new shit, and it unlocks other side ops as well, different side missions that you're able to do that don't drive the story forward, but give you little different tidbits and little winks and nods and Easter eggs that kind of do pertain to what's going to be, like I said, in the actual full retail Phantom Pain release. So that's cool. You get to go out and do more things. One of them is a really great mission that I suggest, if you do have the opportunity to play this game, to play. It's an extract mission where you're extracting Hideo Kojima on a helicopter, and that one is super fun. I actually put a clip of that at the beginning of the review. Super cool. I definitely like that Easter egg. So the side ops are a good bonus. They're a great way to get you to come back and earn more patches, get different scores to unlock new shit, and see everything that this small but kind of deep pool has to offer. So yeah, the mission structure does get you to want to come back and play those missions more and more. The downside to that being that, like I said, this being the small pool that it is, you'll kind of tap that out in about a week, and you'll really get to the cap of the amount of shit you can really do. If you really play through this game for, like I said, a solid week or even less than that, probably, you can really do everything there is to do in Ground Zeroes. And I'm being generous with the week. For those people out there that are like, no, man, there's so much, I really feel like you're just squeezing every last drop from this game, and that's not a problem. A lot of people do that. That's not an issue. If that's what you're doing here, that good for you. But I really do feel like there's not enough on this game to really warrant it being called a full game. It's definitely a prologue to me. As far as graphics go, the game looks great. The lighting looks great. The rain looks great. Big Boss looks great. His character model is definitely the standout to me. The water hitting him and all that. The texture work on his suit looks very good. All that's great. The Fox engine, I'm ready to see what this full game has to offer. You can't get the tone of that from my review. I'm just ready to jump into the Phantom Pain after playing this game. So overall, I love the game. Definitely think it's a good precursor. May not be worth the price that they charged up front for it, but that's in the past. I'm judging it for what it is right now before the release of the game, and it's definitely a good prologue. So if you have the opportunity, jump in, go play Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes for these next couple hours before the game comes out. And then look forward to more Metal Gear content coming from me in these next few days. Obviously, the release is tonight. And if you like this video and you want to see more, click the channel, like and subscribe, do all those cool things, comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, stay Stoney. I'm out of here. Peace.
Boss, that's a serious injury. It won't heal on its own. You'll need to treat it with